it feels like it's easier to add 10 new solutions than it is to get rid of one. And I made that number up on the spot there, but I'm curious as
No, that's about right.
How you do that as a security professional? How do you say, you know what, we're going to take security? It's in the business will be better, but the perception is you're removing a layer of security, even as ineffective as it may be. It's still something out there. Do you have those kind of conversations? How do you?
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. So, I guess we kind of, and we call that, and we've got a whole, kind of talk based upon this concept of lift and shift, right? So, especially as you move towards the cloud, since that's where we spend, a lot of our time, right? SaaS and cloud. This idea that you've got stuff that runs in your data center, you're basically just going to lift it, up and pop it in the public cloud. And you're not going to do architectural changes. You're not going to refactor stuff. You're not going to take advantage of a lot of the capabilities that the cloud brings to you, which is a shame, right? And it's kind of stupid because, you went from something that you owned outright, now you're moving into something that you pay for by the hour. And typically the economics on that aren't going to look great. But, suffice to say, so we do, kind of start working with folks to try to help them understand, here's where you should be thinking about refactoring and using some of these new capabilities, right? Here's stuff where, you know what? It's a 20-year-old legacy application. The developer is long since retired. It just works. So what I'm going to do, if I have to move it, I'm going to build it. I'm going to dig a moat around it, and I'm going to pray nobody goes into the moat because it's a 20-year thing. And if somebody busts it, God help me, I don't even know where the developer is. Right. So now I'm starting to, rupt through source code and that I do not want to deal with that. Right. So you try to restrict access. And then really that's kind of the thing is, the refactoring process is absolutely critical, and really rethinking what controls you really need as you move towards some of these capabilities. Right. Do I really need network-based access control, right? Firewall, right? Can I do things just by locking down the identity management roles as we move into something? How am I going to manage all of this stuff? So, really a lot of that work is to take what we knew how to do before and map it into this new world. And I spend a lot of time doing training, right? Cloud security training now. And that's a lot of it is just taking folks that had been trained, kind of in whatever discipline, network security, endpoint workload, email, kind of identity, and help them understand how their world has now changed as they move towards this both managed environment as well as, kind of software-based cloud environment.
Thanks for watching. Join us next time when Mike discusses security priorities in 2021.